When I was a kid, I wouldn't eat frozen zucchini. It didn't matter how they cooked it, I wanted no part of it. I don't even remember why. I ate pretty much anything. I was always hungry, but never for zucchini. There was always a power struggle in our house about food. We were to finish what was on our plates. Children were starving in China, you know. Clean that plate or no dessert and TV. One night my mom was working late. My dad was stuck feeding us. I don't recall the entree, only the frozen zucchini on my plate. And I had to finish it or I couldn't leave the table. No stuffing it into the paper towel I used for a napkin and rushing off to the bathroom to flush it. No sneaking it to my sister who would hide it in her napkin and toss it out later. No feeding it to the two little poodles, Missy and Teeny, who nipped at us for treats. I was to chew every bite and swallow it. So I fell asleep at the table. It was around 9 p.m. when my dad sent me to bed. No dessert, no TV, which was fine with me. I had won that night's battle against frozen zucchini. Sometime later, I spent a Friday night at my grandparents' house. It was a special treat to visit by myself. Around lunchtime, I followed Grandma into the kitchen. She found a recipe in a magazine she wanted to try and needed my help. "What are we making?" I asked. She said without hesitation, "Zucchini pancakes." I wasn't sure about this and let her know. She said if I didn't like it, I didn't have to eat it. We'd try them together. We gathered up the ingredients, including 2 fresh zucchinis. We then grated the zucchini and put them in her blender with all the other stuff and buzzed it into a batter that Grandma used to make pancakes. I gobbled them up. The green pancakes weren't remotely close to my frozen nemesis. When my parents came to pick me up, Grandma told them what we did that afternoon and what I ate. Feeling triumphant, I said I liked the zucchini pancakes. Reading the disappointment in my mother's face, I had landed on the wrong side of her battle with her mother. It wouldn't be the last time I did, and there was always a price to pay. She said, "Then you'll eat the zucchini we serve you when we get home." I answered back, "Only if it's fresh." We rarely, if ever, ate beans. Once in a while there was a can of pork and beans. Not the fancy baked beans, beige beans, and some sweet reddish brown sauce with little fatty globs that looked like butter, but wasn't. For the longest time, my brother wouldn't eat beans. Didn't like them, he said. I asked him if he ever tried them. "Nope." My mom piped in. "Then how do you know you don't like them?" "I just don't." "He's afraid they'll make him fart," I goaded. If you've had a brother or brothers, you know they don't need much of a prompt to fart. Come to think of it, they never quite grow out of that, do they? Tuna sandwiches were a lunchbox favorite when we were in grade school. My brother was very fond of them. One afternoon, I was unloading the bags of groceries my mother had set on the kitchen table. I pulled out a box, a cereal-sized box from one of the bags, and set it on the table. The box looked like a cereal box, only it wasn't filled with cereal. It was kibble for our cat. Grabbing a bowl from the cupboard and milk from the fridge, I called my brother to the table. "Try the new cereal. I hear it's good." "What kind is it?" my brother asked. "Tuna fish sandwich," as I started to open the box. Wouldn't you know, my mother came into the kitchen right on cue. "What are you doing?" My brother said, "Trying the new cereal." "That's cat food." Glaring at me, "Don't feed your brother cat food." Recently, my sister was prescribed a statin for cholesterol. Thinking I was providing support, I suggested she eat more fiber, like oatmeal for breakfast. I eat steel-cut porridge almost daily, but my sister won't eat oatmeal. Not even the steel-cut oats. It's loaded with the weight of painful memories. My dad wasn't the best with her. She endured a cruel neglect, the penance for being the middle child who wore glasses and needed braces. We all left the house around the same time, so our dad would be the one to make sure we ate before school. He also packed our bag lunches. A quick sandwich of either PB&J or a slice of Oscar Mayer something or another, topped with Kraft American cheese, a bag of chips, and a piece of fruit. Sometimes we'd get a nickel for milk. But usually we were relegated to the drinking fountain at school. Breakfast was either a bowl of cereal or a package of Quaker Instant Oats. There were 3 options: apples and cinnamon, dates and brown sugar, and original, which we'd load up with sugar and milk. If memory serves, Kathy didn't like the dates and brown sugar option, which would have caused morning mealtime friction. Dinner drama was bad enough, but to start the day with parental food issues was rough. My dad was of the mind that we were to eat what was given and we'd be grateful. He also believed that children, especially his daughters, were to be seen and not heard. Ah, the hurried memories of hot water from the kettle, a splash of milk. Nothing sticks to your sides better than a warm bowl of trauma. Peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold, peas porridge in the pot, 9 days old.